And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factory Town. Alright, basic logistics just finished. Cloth conveyor belt is ready to go. So, conveyor belts are critical to automating your town. Yes, indeed they are. So, place them on a building's front tile, and resources will automatically output. So, that's one way to output. So we can automate using that. I don't think we have the grabber available yet. That requires intermediate logistics, which is not too bad, actually. It's actually not bad. It's might be even cheaper. Oh, maybe not. Depends on how many cycles there are. This interface doesn't really tell you how many cycles you have to go through. So we had 50 cycles the last time. And I'd like to build up a little bit of paper backlog. I mean, we could have 200 paper in here, which is 200 of the writing supplies. Of course, we could also integrate leather. We have a little bit of leather. So let's I'm gonna stop that for a second. I'm going to stop that for a second. If we build a workshop, this has one in it. I'm gonna bulldoze that. I'm gonna bulldoze that. So you're gonna get a barn. You're gonna be a school. Barn is gonna be no longer paper. Where is it? There it is. Book. Okay. This should have gotten... No, not that. This should have gotten nothing. What happened to the paper that we had? Oh, it popped back in here. Interesting. So, if we want, we could add a little bit of trickery here. Let's number 8. I'm gonna clear just that little path right there. I want to grab the leather from here, and I'm gonna build a workshop. Right here. This is going to be book. 4 paper and some leather. Okay. This doesn't need to be on that duty anymore because a worker is plenty to deliver the paper. And you're gonna just upset the balance of the force, aren't you? Instead of going to the front of the thing. Okay, what ifs? I'm not gonna judge. I would like to hit number 5. Great little trick is once you have the scaffolding selected, just tab to change the type. So I'm gonna go over the stone. One more. Like that. Okay. So we can then get a little ways in there. I would like build pathway road shift 6. Thank you. Yeah, we have enough brick. The reason I'm using brick instead of path is I want the delivery of leather to be done by the wagon. So leather, I want to come up here. 4 at a time. Yay! And the road is the fastest. The brick road is fastest with the... he's marginally, never so slightly faster on the dirt path, but way faster on the road path. So good times there. Okay, we have plenty of paper. And now I want books moved into there. I just want to make sure I did that right. There we go. Because if you look at it, paper gives you one writing supply. Just one. Okay, which is great for these low-level ones. But when you start getting into these high-level ones, it can get insane. So you want to bump up to books as soon as possible. And no better way to do that than with the leather that you get to upgrade to the next level of base. And 3 paper, which is 3 writing supplies, gives you a book, which is actually worth 10. So it's over 3 times better than paper. I think that is a good trade-off. So those 9 books that we have right there, almost 10, I'm assuming. Let's round it up to 10 this time, because we're close. We're close to building our 10th. So 10 books. That's equivalent of 90. No, it's equivalent of 100 pages. 10 books equals 100 writing supply, which is awesome. So this intermediate logistics, I'm guessing this one is going to be 100 cycles. So it's going to be 300 writing supplies, which is only 30 books. 300 pages if you were doing paper, but only 30 books. That's pretty good. All right, back down here. And you can ramp up paper production. You can seriously ramp this up. I mean, I'm just kind of bringing it in there piecemeal. No reason why you couldn't go crazy with it. I'm sort of waiting until I get some conveyors to really do this right. Okay, speaking of conveyors, we want a lumber mill. So we want where do we want this? I'm thinking, first of all, we need to get rid of the apple tree. I'm sorry, but the apple tree has to go. I want to clear cut this whole forest. But I want to use the material in there. So how do we do this the best way possible? That is a good question. We got a pretty decent amount of wool going on here. Oh, fertilizer is full already? Good lord. Build farm, plant green. We got to use... We're not actually using any fertilizer. This is what uses it when you're growing these things. And they grow pretty fast. So, pretty good. Okay, so we need a lumber mill and a workshop. So, build D lumber mill. We're just going to snuggle it right up in there. We need planks. Build the workshop. Right there. This is going to be wood wheel. Okay. Let's get some workers on the task here. Planks over to here. Now this is, this is temporary for now. Well, semi-temporary. We're trying to clear cut this. We need another workshop to make cloth. So it's kind of getting cramped in here. I'm thinking let's rotate this guy around. Build D workshop. This is going to be cloth from wool. And we're going to do number 6. Like that. So that's going to be cloth. Build D workshop. This cloth conveyor belt. Ah, it uses stone. I thought it used a plank, but it uses a stone brick, which is okay because we got a lot of stone nearby. All this stone over here. So I can just hit C on this. Like so. This stone brick. And we are maxed on peoples. So upgrade some houses. This is why I left us some wiggle room on here, because you upgrade all your houses and you start building and then you run out of workers and it's like I don't have any way of doing things and stuff anymore. And you're just sad after that. You're just sad. How about books to over to here? Okay, I think I've got what is this guy set at? There we go. Everybody's got work to do. This guy's finally almost out of herbs. Oh, I got one left. Nay. All right. All right, workers galore. I need to move wool to here. Okay, first things first. Let's get a few workers getting in there, getting in there, getting in there. Start clearing that stone out. There's a lot of, I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of conveyor belts worth of stone in there. And there's hundreds of conveyor belts worth of wood just in this forest, which is why I'm not using a forester, because I want this space. I'm trying to reclaim this space to use for the stews and stuff that I want to make. All right, so we need a worker here and here. You go here. You go here. Wagon. You go here. Since you've got a nice little road to run on. Good to go. All right. Cloth getting made. Now I need brick. You go there. And a barn to store all of the goodies that are being made. Let's cloth conveyor belt. Bingo! Look at that. Cloth conveyor belt. Good times. Really? They're actually making planks that fast? Wow. Not bad. So you could sell the cloth. I mean, it's a gadget. How much is it worth? How much saturation is it worth? 40%, but 22 yellow coins. It's decent. They're way more useful for, you know, actually automating stuff. So if we do build path cloth conveyor belt, we're going to shift 2. And now we have cloth conveyor belts on our hotbar. Yay. So now we can actually start reducing the number of workers that we have. Like this guy here, we can set up cloth conveyor belt. And this guy is now out of a job. Sorry, dude. This guy is no longer needed. He can just go right in there. Same with this little guy. which is why I set these up to kind of point in the general direction of where they need to unload. So this guy also can get converted to automation, as can this guy. And then you can take the workers that you save to beef up your production of the raw resources. Like this thing, I don't even do. How many workers do I have here? There's a secret worker under there. Oh, I see the tree wiggling. Yeah, I think he's loading it. Yeah, he's definitely working, which is good. All right, so we have cloth conveyor belts being automated, which is a nice thing to have. How are we doing on leather? I'm doing fine on leather. Actually doing really good on leather and wool. It's just surprising. How are we doing on books? 33 books. I think intermediate logistics is ready to rumble. And as I suspected, it is 100 cycles of 3. So it's 300 writing supplies, which is basically 30 books, which is why I wanted to wait for 30 books. So when this is done, this should load up. There it is. Yep. Now it should be exactly 100 once the next one finishes. Bingo. Yep. Good times. Oh, this is my herb gatherer. Good old herb. Where are you? Seriously? You're going all the way over here for wood. I don't need any more wood. I don't. Not in my system. Not in my base anyway. How are we doing on bread? Not doing too bad. What does it take for a sandwich? Let's see. Sandwich. Fruit juice. Sandwich. Cheese. And cooked chicken. Cheese takes 3 milk and some cloth. Ooh, that's a tough one right there. That's why I'm going for veggie stews. A little bit better. These guys, let's make a few more wagon wheels. Use some of these planks. Allow them to cut a few more of these forests down. Gives me a little bit more space. So how about you go up to here? And you as well go up to here. I'd love to automate these. As soon as they drop off. There we go. Gets the grain to use. Now, I don't have any fertilizer or anything over there. I could definitely route some over here, but we're gonna have our own special amount of things and stuff down here. So this was just to, you know, build up some coins and start that process, not as a sort of a final solution, but by any means. All right. It's actually keeping up, which is strange. Or maybe the first 10 just got done with. But we got a little bit more wagon wheels. We got our bricks automated. It's amazing that we have a surplus of bricks because this thing has been delivering them this whole time. It's our main red coin production. If we look at red coins, shirt, we could get some serious red coins from shirts. Where is like meat stew? That's just the be all end all. Meat stew is just so good. So if we look at our stews in the kitchen, veggie stew, tomato, potato, carrot, and fuel. Pretty easy. Meat stew is adding cooked beef minus the tomato. Cooked beef is a little harder, but if you combine these two, veggie stew and meat stew, the fertilizer you get from the meat farms can support the farms for all the other ingredients. It's awesome. It just takes a lot of space to get all that stuff automated. It is a lot of space. But I think we'll be able to make it work. Slowly grinding through all of the forest, all of the trees that we have around. I don't want to waste them, which is why I've wanted to get them automated. How about you? This tree here can go. That'll give me a little bit more wiggle room up in here. Do I have any available workers that can also mine? I don't think so. Which is why I wanted these barns full of the ingredients. So potatoes, tomatoes, and carrots can all go into those stews. The grain, well, that's just a good idea to have because you need that stuff. But down here is a good, if it wasn't for this iron and this coal, it'd be perfect down here. But those two really make it hard to justify going down there. I'm feeling a little cramped. I might want to start spreading my legs a little bit. Spreading my wings. Spreading my legs. Jesus. Spreading my wings a little bit. Let's see. Not sure which direction to go. This probably would be the better bet because if there's good space out here, I could then funnel goods in this direction. So let's see what's behind there. Let's see what's behind there. Holy cow. Look at the potato farm over here. Hey, look at that. Intermediate logistics finished. We have the grabber now. Glorious. We have the grabber. Build logistics grabber shift 3. Now we have the grabber. We can really get our automation on. I'm going to delete you. We're going to, let's see. This is all leather. So we're going to pause it. Grabber. Filter. Leather. Oh, try to catch him. There we go. You can go away. And one more of these. You can go away. Wait, what am I? This, I'm trying to get that to work. All right. The water is automated. This can go away. I don't need you at all. Pause it. I've been getting used to pausing it before I set the filters, because sometimes it just doesn't know what I want to pull out of there. Now it's all the fertilizer, and we don't even have the space for it anywhere. It is crazy that we are producing enough like leather. Coming down here, grabbing 4 leather at a time. Oh yeah, I need to... Mr. Paper Delivery. Can we... Your job is getting replaced. This guy's job is getting replaced. It's a little cramped in here. I'm gonna move this over to here. And this paper can come out. I mean, it can come out automatically, so I'm not too worried about that. All right. And then, of course, this guy. We're just, you know, all of the people, all of our poor workers, no longer needed. Even this guy. Do you have a book? You need to drop your book off, sir. Because you're fired. Nothing personal. All right. We don't really have a whole lot of red coins, but we are going to need metallurgy and medicine and all that kind of stuff. We're going to need all that eventually. I'm just trying to get all of the things automated that we can automate. Like this guy and this guy can both be replaced. So build logistics splitter U. Now this uses twice as much of the feed as this. But this should move all of that stuff way faster. I mean, granted, we're only using one individual worker. We could have been using a wagon on it the whole time, but you get my drift. It's pretty good. And we have a whole lot of trees here that we can work on. And look at that, our cloth is actually full. That's nuts. So this is where our limit is. So you are all going to yeah, you're gonna start on that side of, start clearing some of that, and as they spread out, I can build chutes to bring it in a little bit more efficiently. But this should add a couple workers, and now we've repurposed all of the workers that we were replaced. they were only unemployed for a couple minutes. They're fine. They'll be fine. All right, but we are looking pretty good. I just need to get something going down here. I'm not sure what, but yeah, this is like the most of a crop I've ever seen around an area. I am so so wanting to use that, but I don't know how. I don't know how to do that efficiently. That's the problem. Oh yeah, here's another job that can be replaced. Come on. And because it's coming out with the green arrow, it's just I don't even need a grabber to do it. And naturally the planks to the barn can be automated just fine. This is almost full of wheels, so let's move you, and you. There, that's automated now. Now, see, we're now at less. We're using fewer workers than when we started the episode. How often does that happen? It's nice. Let's add a couple more. Let's add a couple more workers to this, so we have a few in reserve. There. And then maybe another one onto this, or two. Speed that up. Get those conveyor belts flowing. You know we're going to need a lot of those. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.